Hey, what's up guys? It's Pelican here, back with another video real quick. Before we go ahead and get this started, if you can, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It's really appreciated. Supports the channel, all that great stuff. So this video is going to be very straightforward, very simple, shouldn't be too long. It's going to be about the decks that I think that are safe buys, pickups, for this list coming up. We should see it maybe even after this video uploads, maybe we'll see a list. But, there's a solid chance we're supposed to see it this week. So the first one is going to be Tri-Brigade Bird Up, if you will. Deck is super nuts, plays through hand traps pretty well actually, and also sets up, pretty good board, along with, to my knowledge, it was like Appaloosa with the barrier statue and the Link 3 bird, or Link 3 bird with the big chicken, as well as the barrier statue. Pretty good. It also has a lot of follow-up plays, which is really nice. Getting Tri-Brigade kit was really good. The deck is relatively inexpensive. Probably costing, like, my friend just bought everything. He literally didn't come back in the game, and it was like 180, 200 bucks, I believe. But that's with having no staples, no hand traps, nothing. Fractal is like 15 bucks, but that's the worst of it. So if you're looking for a fun deck that is going to do well, and it's one of the best contenders we have, that's not Drytron or Virtual World, I would definitely recommend this deck. The next deck is Dinosaurs. Konami doesn't hate dinosaurs. They love dinosaurs. So they're never really going to probably hit it again. Like I said in my last video, I think that Fossil Deck should go to 2 or just hit the deck and just hit the consistency in some way, shape, or form. But they're never going to do it because that's, that's not something that Konami does, is address like outside things like that, if that makes sense. But dinosaurs are very solid. Putting up Conductor as well with Dolka is really good. Being able to use Miscellaneous to play through just about any board is just absolutely nuts. That's why I really like that deck. Miscellaneous just protects you against everything. Like, the only thing you have to worry about really is like Ash on your like Miscellaneous affecting Grave, but a lot of the times it doesn't happen because they're sacky as shit. Yeah, you just get automatic sackiness when you play that deck. That's just how it is. Next we have Phantom Knights. Phantom Knights put up a huge board, and that's why it's one of my favorite decks to play. I played it back when we were playing PK Fire, and, the new card is just so broken. Being able to enable the whole board, Cherubini just makes this deck so good. Having a really large end board, him being like the package isn't exactly the most cheap, but it's definitely worth it, because they're never going to touch this deck for a while if it does get hit in any way, shape, or form. And even if they do, they might hit Torn Scales to 1 in like a year, maybe 2 years, if nothing else is good. Wow, my hand in dueling sucks right now. But yeah, this is one of my favorite contenders to play, besides the Tri-Brigade deck, because it's really broken. I think we're really... Oh, wow. So that was the Phantom Knights. Then next we have Subterror. Subterror is one of those decks I have a love-hate relationship with, because I like control decks, if you would call it that. It's a stun control deck. There's a difference, but I don't really care too much. The deck is super good at what it does. You can also mix in the Numeron engine, which helps with the OTK potential, so you're not just controlling only with the Guru as well, which is another reason why I do like it. Just being able to get Fiendus literally every turn and having an ass ton of ways of seeing it is just really good. And so that's why I'd probably say it's a safe deck to pick up. Plus, it's relatively inexpensive. Like, you should be able to get the whole core for less than maybe like the core itself, I want to say, for like 50 bucks. And then like all the other trap cards for the most part have been reprinted in, lower rarities, unless you want to play like the Ice Dragon's Prison or something like that. But you can get everything else for relatively cheap, which is another thing I do like about the deck. Super effective against the meta, as well as just very good. Oh, look at that. Instant W. And the last one is Zodiac. Zodiac is one of those decks I have a love-hate relationship with as well, because back in Zodiac format, I was playing True Draco. I was stomping these Zodiac players because Masterpiece was broken, and Chalice was really good at that time. But yeah, but a one card at Dryden's really good. Plus, being able to have access to Zeus, literally, when you can play 2 Zeus, and you basically have 3 Dryden's, which is actually crazy. The deck, like, all of it's pretty cheap as well. The most expensive one being Thoroughblade, and you can also mix it in with other decks as well. So if you already have like an Eldritch core sitting around that either you're not playing or you are playing, you can play Zoo Eldritch, which is another big reason why I do like it. That deck is really fun. I highly recommend trying it. But for, all economy purposes and just the point of this video, I would say, if you're going to play it and you wanted to pick up a deck that was very unlikely to get hit by the list, this would definitely be one of them. I would highly recommend picking this deck up, especially because, you know, Dryden plus a lot of trap cards are usually lethal. Plus, being able to have access to insane link monsters like Mega Clops is just way too good. You know, you can set up Mega Clops with trap cards. Usually your opponent, most decks aren't even outing Mega Clops anyway. And that's kind of like the issue. It's the only way you're outing it is either trap spell or an XYZ, and a lot of decks aren't playing XYZ, so we're not too worried about it. You know, you have to get to Zeus, but even then, they have to play through all your back row. But yeah, that's about it. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. You can go ahead and leave a like, as well as if you do like my content and you did make it this far, go ahead and follow my Twitch. I do non-Yu-Gi-Oh related things there. I have a lot of fun, and we're always, you know, having a good time. But yeah, take it easy.